Alright guys, welcome to the smoke session. I don't know what we have on tap for today, but I know it's going to consist of DSP, some games, and probably some of this RTU drama. You know, I am editing a video currently. Probably my first detractor video, like first fully fledged detractor video. So I haven't really been following much. But, I mean, apparently one of his mods went rogue or some shit. Pretty funny shit, if I do say so myself. God damn it. There we go. All right. So let's just go ahead and get on into it. I don't really know what we're gonna do today. Hello. Adjust the camera here. Go to the door jam. Come on. Oh shit. Okay, so let's just get right on into it.
It's the opposite. Shit. You like the rule building is shit. It's like you don't want to play it. Seriously, I couldn't watch her play.
It's just the way he's describing it.
I mean, honestly,
like,
you know, the first impression.
He is essentially saying, bro, like the key gameplay loop for essentially Fallout 3, New Vegas, fucking all the Fallouts, bro, post 3 is garbage and boring. Wait, that's dude, I wouldn't be doing that. Right, I'd be sitting here trying to honestly get the hype.
It's fucking terrible. Okay, so
and these are the games we'll sit here and fucking play for months.
Would you play Fallout? Now that this hype is behind Fallout, would you play Fallout? And I said, yeah, well, absolutely. New Vegas is out. I just played New Vegas a few years ago, and I don't want to do another run of New Vegas this fast, right? So the options are essentially Fallout 3, Fallout 4, or Fallout 76. Now I was curious because I never played Fallout 76. I'll tell you right now, there's no chance I'm wasting any fucking time on that game. It's terrible. It is the only way you can enjoy that game is if you're playing with a group of friends and you don't care that the game is bad. You're just fucking around in a world of Fallout together. Then I could get it. I think that's what it was designed around. Play with your party, right? Go in, enjoy the game, fucking around the world of Fallout with a bunch of friends. But dude, 76 is terrible as a single player game. I would never play that. Okay, so fuck that shit. So now the options left are Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Okay, and we're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
Oh my god, dude! I don't care. I don't care,
bro. And I barely ranked up. And I'm sweaty, and I just had it. I had it, dude. You know, yeah, I'll just sit here and play casual, so I don't fucking wig the fuck out, right?
Sure.
And get tilted and shit, and I start fucking acting like a dick all day. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's okay to hide casual, but it's just his excuses are all bullshit, bro. Legitimately bullshit. He's just like, I don't want to lose my points. And it's just try hard. Like, what? What do you mean?
Trying to get good. Basically, everyone there already has their stuff established.
Wait, what do you mean, bro?
And it's just ultimate 100% balls to the
and
wall, try hard mode to win.
Hiding casual. The only people I don't like that hiding casual are the ones that hide.
You're only going to be facing people
keep
who
from
play this
ranking
game
up.
every day.
So they essentially end up smurfing, you know, after a certain degree.
So You're gonna. It's
They
like
hit your
you.
skill
Imagine if you were a more
ceiling,
casualized player, went to play in
and
an arcade.
instead of trying to
20 years
get better, they
ago.
just
Seriously,
sit and
me when I
play
used to
casual.
play,
They don't want to lose rank.
Marvel's Capcom 2,
Like Phil, pretty much
Super
what
Street
Phil's
Fighter 2 Turbo.
doing.
When I was playing those games at a high
But like,
ass
yeah, if you
competitive
want to
level,
do casual,
right?
I just unlocked Siegfried.
Fine.
What's
Imagine
up,
me
only
playing
iced
games
Pepsi?
off in an
Holy
arcade.
shit.
That's my opinion.
How you
You know,
doing,
I'm
homie?
just gonna wipe the floor with them. And essentially,
Hopefully your
that's what's
day
gonna
is
happen
finding
with
you
the
good.
game in ranked.
Y'all
I'm not
do
saying that
whatever
I'm
fuck you wanna do
opposed
this
to
year.
doing that. It's just these people have
Big
established
ups.
strategies.
Dude,
in
I
their
wasn't
mind.
expecting
I'm gonna
anybody to
have
show up
usable
today.
shit, loops
'Cause
that I
I'm
know
just
I
out
got
here
yelled
doing
at.
random
Those
shit.
things memorized, yeah, right?
I've been editing my video. Yup,
We should
pretty
be all
much. I
good.
have
This
my
is
pin
how
right
much
here.
they-
I try not to
Bongs.
use my bongs
No, I
on
plugged.
stream,
I
so I
plugged.
have
Heard it fucking
I have a
go.
Sherlock.
How
It's
terrible
kind
it
of
is
in
that
pieces
so,
right now
they're just button
because
mashers
it needs
who
to
do a
charge.
pattern.
Because it
But I have
naturally
this
erased
for when I'm on
against a
stream,
master player, and it made
That's
me
so
when I
lose
want
the
to
score,
sit
bro.
and bullshit.
I
But
got
mainly
so
I just use
fucking
my
pissed.
my
I got so fucking pissed. I started
So,
plugging.
tonight
how's
we're
your
gonna
day
start with
going?
that.
Hopefully
Maybe
it's good.
Maybe I'll go to ranked.
Because,
media.
oh, hell no.
I'm not convinced that
Fuck,
ranked is even worth
fuck
my
no. I
time
remember
anymore.
I was
You
mad.
might give it a shot.
Oh,
but
hell no.
Keep in mind,
Fuck
I
that.
play ranked.
I'm not playing my
With the
I
beard,
play
bro,
ranked,
I look like
but
the American
casual,
version of
actually,
Hagrid.
casual matches. It does. Like right now, I'm at the base.
After that, I was like, bro, I literally got
If
robbed.
I stay there and I play
Fuck
casual,
that.
I have a
Play by
higher
the
chance of
rules
potential to
over.
play higher ranked people. I've played people with 1,600, even 1,700 ranking points. If I go into ranked and I lose a bunch of ranking points, now they're gonna put me against people who are at the bottom of the barrel, and it's just a waste of time.
No,
You know,
we
So, I
just
don't know.
started.
I'll think about it. But anyway,
Honestly, I don't
Friday
know
Night
what
Fights,
he's
more
gonna get
Blanca
into
tonight
today, but
on
I
the
know it's gonna
stream,
be bullshit.
6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
It's
As I
gonna be
continue to try to
so
level this
boring,
character
bro.
up, I'm now implementing.
I
the level
can't
50
handle
bird.
like
I've learned how
vanilla
to combo
Phil.
it
I have to
properly,
watch him
not all
through
the
a
time, like
restreamer.
grinding a bunch.
So
when
it's
you
like
got that
Inception.
It's really effective,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to
I
figuring out how to
really
implement it even
do.
more.
Like, he's kind of hamming it up when he's playing casual. He gets really
alright, so,
actually fucking
That's
mad
tonight.
when he's
Tomorrow,
enraged.
it's a continuation
You
of
know?
Elden Ring.
I think I looked at
And
the
wow,
title
that
of his last
Elden Ring
fucking
session we did
stream
was
for
so
Street Fighter.
surprising.
Let's
He's
switch
like
it.
trying
I
to
had
We'll go
no
back to the
idea
game
how
in a
to do
minute.
that well.
Shit, bro.
We beat the
He
entire
labeled it
Blood Lake,
assault
Blood Palace,
streamer or
and
whatever.
Mode within an hour. And I was like,
Double kind of restreaming,
So
bro.
bad.
It's
now we're
double
in Fair
protection.
Missoula,
Yes,
And yes, I am in the faded
certainly.
Godskin duo fight. I've gotten this close to beating them and lost twice when I was this. Once I ran out of resources. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't have any flasks.
Because you
I
have
needed
no
to hit the guy
ability
like
to
2 more
manage
times
your
and I won, and
assets.
I had no weapon, so I was like,
Homeboy went in there, got like 15 credit cards, maxed them all out, and he's out here. I can't manage my resources. That's very apparent, Mr. $5,000 in business expenses.
so I think what I'm going to try this time, rather than doing the dual wielding staves, I think I am going to go back to having the staff in one hand and the Dark Moon Greatsword in the other. That way, if I happen to run out of FP,
Oh, Brian,
I at
of
least have a
course,
sword
yeah,
to fight
you
these
know.
guys with. Because that's my problem right now. Is
Of course,
the
there's
FP
people
uses
like
too
just
much,
want to play
and I'm running out of
casual,
FP, and then I
right?
can't hit them.
Because
I have no
ranked
weapon
is
equipped.
really
So I think that's what I'm
sweaty
going to
and
do. I'm
competitive,
going
so
to go back
people
to
just wanna
what I was
fucking
doing before.
play
and I think I'll
casual.
be able to beat
But
them
the
this time.
problem
And
with
continue on. Remember
casual,
Fair
bro,
Missoula? There's a lot to do.
is
There's
that
optional
it's
bosses and
mixed
things
with
to fight.
so many weirdos
It's gonna be fun.
nowadays.
So we're gonna
bro.
finish
you know,
Missoula,
like people
and then after
like
that we make our
Phil
decision. You know,
and
what do I want to
shit,
do
dude,
next?
and they
We
all end
still
up
have
just
some
kind of
options,
smurfing
okay?
all day
Cool.
and night. They just
So,
sit there and
Saturday
smurf.
night, as long as nothing
Essentially.
changes right now, it doesn't look like it will. Saturday
Instead
night
of, like,
will
you know,
finally
using
officially be
casual
the
to warm
premiere.
up or to try to
The
get
Beyond
better
Two
sort of
Souls
shit.
co-op playthrough
They,
that I'm going to
like,
be
you
doing
know,
with my
there's
wife.
people like
Okay, chill. I'm sorry, homie. You talk way too much. We're gonna have to unfortunately go to Vanilla Phil. Just started sounding
This
like a
week, but
jumble
next
of
week,
words.
Okay, we've got the possibility of two things. Now, one thing I already said I was going to do, but now another thing is going on that people seem to want. So now we have to make decisions. Okay, so here's the deal. Everyone, listen up. Basically, on my day off next week.
Listen up, guys. Listen clearly. He obviously has something important to say. Look at that melted candle, busted Tommy Dreamer face. You know he's serious.
Which would be the 25th, so April 25th. There's two things going on. The first is there's the release of this game called Another Crab's Treasure. Basically, it's a Soulsborne game. It plays like a Soulsborne game, all right? But it's starring a hermit crab who's fighting aquatic creatures. It looks cutesy, but apparently the gameplay is unforgiving like a Soulsborne game. It's a Game Pass game. So
Full
some people are
stop,
interested
Dante
in
from
seeing
the
me do
Clerks,
this,
bro.
and others are like, it's too cutesy, I don't like it. So already there seems to be a division among my viewers of should I try it out or not. It is a Game Pass game.
You got me. I didn't
Even
even
if we
think
play
of
it
that.
once, much like Harold Halibut, if we play it once and it doesn't work, there's no commitment to keep going. We could just not play it any further. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, Fallout 4 is getting a current gen update to basically make it have performance and or quality mode selectors. Apparently it's supposed to run incredibly smoothly, much like I said when my wife played Fallout 76.
Was he supposed to have an extra day off this week?
Basically, it ran great. Like, the graphics were absolutely outstanding for Fallout 76. Like, I couldn't believe how good they looked. And so that's just what they're supposed to be doing with Fallout 4, giving it a patch that makes it run as good as Fallout 76, okay? I guess it's going to add some content, but it's not clear because it's weird. I looked at the official notes, and I didn't see anything about this, but people are insisting there's DLC content being added to the game about the Enclave, and I'm like,
oh, I haven't seen Clerks in forever, bro.
I'm not sure.
I really need to watch it again.
Anyway, so all
I
that
also
is
need
happening,
to see Jay and Silent Bob
Thursday
Strikes
for
Back
free.
again.
This is something that's going to happen for free for everybody. This is not like, oh,
it does.
You know,
it honestly does.
Buy it or something. If you have the game, that's a free update. Now, I have Game Pass, and all the Fallout games are under Game Pass.
Bro, see, this is actually the problem. When Phil's out here saying that X or Y person is the problem in the gaming industry, it's not. It's not. There is sound evidence. There is evidence backed by numbers that show dev studios are having a hard time making games for Game Pass because they're not making the same amount of money off the game when it goes to Game Pass. So he can sit there and say that people playing games a certain way is the problem, but it's not. It's people with the mentality that he has. Oh, I don't have to buy the game. I can just get it for free on Game Pass. That's legitimately the problem right now. It's the problem with both PlayStation Premium and Xbox Game Pass. It's cannibalizing game sales.
We're in the midst of Fallout Mania, right? And some people have been asking, will I play Fallout? And I'm like, well, I'm not playing New Vegas. I just played it. I can tell you right now, I'm not playing 76. It sucks. So the choices are Fallout 3 or Fallout 4. Now, Fallout 3 I've already played multiple times on YouTube. I think I've already done 2 full runs, if not 3, but I know I did 2 full runs. In addition, there are strong rumors based on leaks that happened last year during the Microsoft.
For sure. You know how some people will use Game Pass as like a rental service? It's like, oh, I've played it for a few hours. You know, I'm going to go to a new game. And then a couple months later, they come back and it's like, oh, I really liked that game. They go back to Game Pass, they get it again, and then they decide, oh, I'm going to buy it this time. Phil never has that mentality, despite growing up in that era. It's all about what can I get for free, and I never want to spend money on anything.
Court case to buy Activision Blizzard that essentially Fallout 3 is going to get an update. It's coming. It's in the works. It's going to have a modern gen update as well. So then why play Fallout 3 now if what's going to end up happening is the Fallout 3 will get an update in a year, and now I'm frustrated because I just played it. Right? So honestly, it makes more sense if I'm going to play a Fallout game, play the one I've only played once, play the one that's getting an update this week, and that would be Fallout 4. Now, some people will have issue with that because a lot of people, for some reason, don't like Fallout 4. Personally, I enjoyed Fallout 4 when it came out. I did. I kind of looked past all the shortcomings of the game, which at the time, everyone just wanted to talk about. Oh, the gunplay isn't as good because VATS isn't as emphasized. Oh, the building and base protection is very annoying. The plot isn't as good as 3 or New Vegas. Those are all valid criticisms. All right, they definitely are. But I still liked the game. I wasn't in love with it, but I definitely liked it. In fact, at the time, I was all in the hype.
It's curious how he'll understand what an opinion is when it's not about him. But as soon as the opinion's about him, he doesn't understand that people have subjective opinion. And I've seen this thing that he does. He has this issue where he'll start talking and then he'll think that what he's saying is an objective fact because he just so believes it adamantly, when it's just a subjective opinion that he has that's factually inaccurate.
I said it was my game of the year. No exaggeration. I said Fallout 4 is my game of the year 2015. In retrospect, okay, I don't think it's as good as I thought. I think I was into the hype of it at the time. But I still think it's a fine game. Like right now, with Fallout Mania going on, I would much rather people go play Fallout 4 than Fallout 76. Because I think Fallout 4 is more in the spirit of what the franchise has always been. While 76 was this weird departure to make Fallout games as a service and just print money for Bethesda rather than worrying about the quality of the game.
I just stopped playing Fallout altogether, to be honest.
It's boring as shit. So, yeah. And the thing is, again, with Fallout 4, I've only played it the once. I honestly won't remember.
What was that, bro? What, did he just have a stroke? Did he just have a stroke? What was that? Let's see that again.
Again, with Fallout 4, I've only played it the once. I honestly won't remember as much in Fallout 4 because I've already replayed 3. Honestly, won't remember as much.
Those dude, he's fighting them corner demons
multiple times. And it's got the update, right? It's gonna run better supposedly and have supposedly new content. Now, what's the extent of that
content? Nothing
I
really
have no idea.
runs good on
we won't know
Xbox.
Unless I try. So here's the deal. In May, if you're not aware, there is nothing new and going on in May until the 3rd week of May, when we've got games like Hellblade 2, and I think there's 1 or 2 others. In fact, I'll just confirm that with you.
Bro, look at that hairline. It looks like one Lego piece. You know those Lego pieces that just have like the one little brick? Or that are just like the one little brick, and then it has like that little indentation on the top so you can put another Lego brick on top of it. That's what it looks like. It's a little indentation so you could put a little bit more hair over his bald spot.
I have my schedule here. In May, we've got Hellblade 2 on May 21st, the System Shock remake coming out for consoles on May 21st, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake on May 23rd, and Multiverses re-releasing on May 28th. So once we get to the last 2 weeks of May, we've got a ton of shit going on. But we have 3 empty weeks to start off May. So maybe it makes sense for me to then play Fallout 4 during that time period and balance it with the end of Elden Ring and balance it with Helldivers and balance it with Street Fighter 6. And if I play this crab game, maybe balance it with another Crab's Treasure, right? So, here's the deal. I'm down for that. I'd be okay with playing Fallout 4 starting next week. If that's what people want, I'm okay with that. But I need to know if that's actually what you want. Keep in mind, we don't know how good this update's going to be. And
Bro,
also, from what everyone seems to
doing?
Think, this update will break all existing mods for the game. Meaning all those mods that have been added to Fallout 4 over the years will not work. And all the mod makers will have to find a way to patch their mods to work with this new version of the game. So, I'm not going to be able to play any mods. It's going to be vanilla, plain Fallout 4 with whatever this new update adds on that Thursday. And
it's like having all those mods for Skyrim and then choosing just to erase them because there's flashier graphics when there are mods that you could use to give it flashier graphics and keep the mods. I don't think people really care about new content when they could just mod in that new content.
And go from there, okay? So, let me know what you think. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I'm down for Fallout 4. I've only played it the once. I'd love to play it again and re-experience it now, 9 years later, with a more modernized setup, live, stream, webcam, live interactive audience. It's going to be so much different from the original run that I did 9 years ago, okay?
Bro, it's been 20 minutes of just talking. Are you gonna get to the fucking game, dude?
Well, stakes with the lore or change the lore. And I think that's really what it is. A lot of people are upset that certain things in the Fallout TV show aren't in line with the games, and now they're like, well, wait,
bro, he's
Todd
still
Howard is saying
just
the TV
talking.
show is canon. Does that mean it changes the lore of the games? Do you want to know the answer? Yes. It does mean that. It means that that's the lore they want to go with. Why? Because there's no fucking games out. The newest game that you can play of Fallout, right, to tie in with seeing the show and falling in love with this universe is like 7 years old. That's the newest one. So obviously they want to go with the lore of the show as the mainstream thing, because we don't even know when we'll see another new Fallout game. What, another decade? So let the show be canon, and then let the next games be in line with the show, right? I think that's what they're going for. And a lot of people are very upset about that, because they were such adamant, staunch fans and scholars of the lore of the Fallout games and universe, that to see that changed for a TV show, they're like, I can't believe it. You know, these people are like,
bro,
these are the same people, all right, who 2 generations ago would go to the Star Trek and Star Wars conventions and line up to see William Shatner or Mark Hamill, and they would wait in line, and finally when they get to see them, all right, they would have a giant folder, and they would slam the folder down in front of the desk in front of them where the person was sitting and say, in episode 272, there was a line of dialogue that's not in line with the Prime Directive. Now, you got to explain to me what this means. And the actor would be sitting there like, it's a show, dude. It's a TV show. It's fun. It's meant to be something.
Does he think life is just an episode of The Simpsons? Does he think everybody that watches television is just comic book guy? Is that what he thinks? Does he think like Revenge of the Nerds is the truth or something? Does he think it's real?
It's not real. It doesn't have to be. It never was designed to be. What is wrong with you? You're not supposed to obsess over.
Guys, don't obsess over it, okay? It's not real. But every time you guys question me on something that I like, you're just gonna be wrong all the time. Now shut the fuck up and just consume.
Like thing. Okay? And it goes back then, these people were dismissed as obsessive people. Today, it's like cool to be like that. Because now you can go on the internet and join an online community like that. And you can completely obsess over something that's just supposed to be a part of pop culture and not the whole obsession of your life where every little detail of the universe must be in line and make sense. There's going to be things that don't jive. There's going to be things that can't be explained or don't line up. No one cares that much about it, including the fucking showrunners. Do you really think Todd Howard cares that there's a date in the show on a chalkboard that's not in line with the dates of the games? Do you think he gives 2 flaming shit?
Yes, he should. He should care about the continuity of his property, about the integrity of his intellectual property, the thing that he makes his money with. He should absolutely concern himself with the finer details. It's what George Lucas did, and he produced the original trilogy. You know, he had not a committee, but he had a group of artists that really wanted to do what they wanted to do, and they held the lore to the standard that it should have been held to. And you can say, well, what about the prequels? The prequels weren't as much of a misstep if you remove the Clone Wars and replace it with the TV show. Then it's all valid. You know, it's all good. Up until you get to the sequels, but that's Disney. That's a whole different thing. George Lucas, when he was creating Star Wars, right? When Steven Spielberg was creating Indiana Jones, right? When they were doing all this stuff, you know, they concerned themselves with the lore and the integrity of their characters. And it became wildly successful. When Paul Dini was writing Batman with Bruce Timm, do you think that they just made Batman super flamboyant? You know? No, they didn't. They looked at the identity of the property, right? The identity of the character of Batman, and they improved upon it by taking aspects of different interpretations of the character and bringing it to unison, while also following in line with the mythology that had been set up, what, 65 years, 75 years prior at that point? Todd Howard should absolutely be concerned with the finer details in his property when it's what's bringing him money.
He doesn't care. He cares about the money that's being printed right now because people like the show. Anyway, so all that being said,
No, what it is you like the show, so you don't want criticism of it. But that doesn't mean everybody who watched it or everybody who enjoys Fallout likes the minute changes to the mythology. And you could say, well, it's not their job to dictate what the mythology is. Okay, but their opinion should be considered in this just a little bit. I mean, it is their money ultimately going to fund this project, right? Through subscription-based services. You know, it's the whole food chain type thing. So he should be at least the slightest bit concerned with the way people view what he's doing, with, again, what's bringing him money, with what's putting food on his table. If the fans like it, that's good. But if it's not as huge a success as they wanted, like with Halo, they should really change. They should really try to adapt some of the proper mythology, you know? And Halo's the perfect example. You can't just do whatever you want just because you own it. You can't. You know, they took Master Chief's helmet off and showed his butt cheeks, and everybody fucking hates him. Everybody hates him. They tried to humanize a faceless, a robot military man that just did what he had to do. You know, nobody wanted to see Master Chief's face. You know, and it's like them changing the mythology of The Witcher from the books and then ultimately the games. It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that and then expect the people who brought the money to the table to still want to bring the money to the table. You just have to go on a hope and a prayer that everybody who didn't bring the money to the table before will do so now, because you turned your back on the people who brought the money to the table before. You know, you have to actually consider those things. And for Phil to just sit there and say, well, we don't have to consider anything because the fans like it. But that's not the case every time.
Okay? All that being said, Fallout Mania is real. And absolutely everyone's going crazy right now for Fallout Mania. Everyone wants Fallout. In fact, Fallout 76 numbers on Steam typically gets around 16 to 18,000 players. Now has like over 40,000.
Yeah,
so
they're seeing a resurgence again.
Fallout 4, for the first time ever, had over 100,000 concurrent players on Steam. Okay? So, there you go. And that's pretty crazy. To me, that this insane amount of popularity is now coming to Fallout. And isn't it ironic? Because this is probably, right now with this TV show, no exaggeration, probably the biggest mainstream appeal Fallout's ever had. More people now are understanding how cool Fallout is for the very first time. And there's
Fallout has never been cool. It's a wannabe Mad Max. I'd much rather just play a Mad Max game. Fallout fucking sucks. I hate Fallout. I hate it.
Literally nothing else to consume boring. That's less than 7 years old. You want to talk about a mismanagement and a misstep? This is the direct definition of it. That Todd Howard completely mismanaged his studio to the point where now they can't even make a fucking video game. There's no Fallout games on the horizon. Shit, there's not even an Elder Scrolls game on the horizon. We have no information about the two biggest franchises from this studio. They're just lost in development hell. Meanwhile, Starfield came out last fall, and it's an insane flop. No one liked.
Bro, you can't say, well, they don't have any Fallout anything out. Well, duh. They had been working on fucking Starfield for what, 10 years? They were trying to get that game fucking done. So you think they're just gonna divide up their development teams and be like, okay, now you guys go work on Elder Scrolls 6 while everybody else flounders to finish Starfield? No.
Likes it. No one talks about it. No one gives two fucks about it.
Because the game was boring.
You gotta ask this question. What were they thinking? Pushing a Fallout show having it come out and be good, and now have absolutely
Bro, they couldn't just... They didn't know that it would be good. They didn't know that it would cause a resurgence of the property. It honestly didn't do that for Halo. So why would it have done that for Fallout? It didn't even do that really for The Last of Us. You know? So why would they expect it to do it for Fallout? They could say, "Oh, well, we didn't expect as much crossover between a television viewer and an actual game player." You know?
nothing to offer anyone that's new. Nothing.
There's
not
plausible
book,
skepticism to be had
game,
there. But he's so dumb.
Game, like nothing. We have nothing to offer you that's less than 7 years old.
We have nothing to offer you.
It's moronic. And this is Todd Howard in charge. Do you really think Todd Howard knows what he's doing at this point? I don't. Much like Phil.
Bro, how are you going to talk about how another businessman doesn't know how to run a multi-million-dollar business while you're sitting in your house begging for grocery money because you can't afford to buy a video game and buy groceries at the same time? When you make over $120,000 a year, 10 grand a month, and you can't afford to buy food.
Spencer, much like all these guys who at one point people looked up to them as these big bastions of games and game development, and you know, they're doing an awful job. That's why we're 4 months into 2024, and can you say one game that's been the big game that everyone's been into this year? We're third into the year, and there hasn't been one single big game. They're all kind of meh, and then they just die out and fizzle out. You want to know the big game? Hell of Divers 2, which no one heard of till it came out and became virally popular. That's the big game. What happened to these companies? They used to be able to make consistently good games that would be high profile, AAA. Everyone would be talking about.
This dude's expecting every year to have a fucking Elden Ring. Bro, not every year is going to have an Elden Ring. Not every generation is going to have an Ocarina of Time, bro. Not every generation is going to have a genre-defining experience on the level of something like God of War, right? Or Zelda, or fucking Call of Duty in the mid-2000s, you know? Not every generation is going to have something like that. And for him to sit there and say, but it hasn't happened this year. Well, it doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen where there's this huge, virally successful game that drives hundreds and thousands of purchases. It just doesn't happen every year. You know? I don't understand.
About them, the entire game community would be into them. Now none of that happens anymore. Right?
It literally just happened.
When Fallout TV show comes out, there should be fucking Fallout content to consume to supplement that desire.
What the fuck, bro? Did my internet just crash? What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck happened, bro? This shit just up and crashed out of nowhere.
back and play Fallout 76, which is 7 years old, and it's an online MMO piece of shit, or Fallout 4, which is 9 years old, and arguably doesn't like it as much as the previous two, well, maybe I'll go back and play the 16-year-old Fallout 3, which is the best of them all, but it's like, what a joke. Right? Really, what a joke. I don't know what they did here. Like, this is supposed to be, Todd Howard is supposed to fucking be the lead of the studio. I feel like he doesn't do anything anymore. Like, what the fuck is he really doing? He's lying about games and shit. He goes out and lies about Starfield constantly. The game comes out, and the game is terrible and not in line with anything he promised, right? He says the Fallout TV show is canon, but then it contradicts the lore of the games 20 times, so then what's really true, right? Anyway, in my opinion, I'm happy that this is happening. I'm sad that Fallout Mania is basically creating kind of a chaotic situation where no one really knows what to consume. You know,
what?
At least when the Witcher TV
You're
show
the
came
only
out,
one
there was
that's
one piece of content
confused.
to consume. Witcher 3, right? When the Halo TV show came out, as bad as it was, people went and played Halo Infinite.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Now,
nope.
you go and play. What am I going to play?
No.
A shitty MMO.
No, that did not happen,
shitty,
bro.
Not as good as the previous game that's already almost a decade old. Like, what do I play? Right? So, anyway. That being said,
that did not happen, bro.
I like Fallout, and I cannot wait, and I hope that you guys would want to see Fallout 4. I'm down for that. You know, early May, that's what you guys want to do, is play some Fallout 4 and balance that with Elden Ring, balance that with other games and multiplayer games. That sounds like a plan, okay? So I hope that you guys will join me for that. And if not, well, then I would like to know what it is you would like to see.
My other
share
character.
with me if that's
Siegfried's
not
my
right?
character.
But I think that it would be a great idea to start this, okay? At least until we get to bigger, better things. Like I said, in late May, there will be multiple new releases to play, okay?
Let's move out.
All right. That's what I got for today, folks. So what we'll do now is we'll get the shout-outs.
Oh,
okay?
Lord.
We're gonna get the shout-outs. This is the
All
stupid
right,
people that's giving me
on
money,
the YouTube
guys.
side of stuff, I believe there was one super chat. For some odd reason, it's not showing up. Oh, I know why, because this is the wrong leaderboard. I got the wrong leaderboard up. BB Phil did a super chat this morning. Says, I wouldn't mind getting Indian for the Fighting Feast in May during the Street Fighter event, if that's what we end up doing. Right, we do have to decide what the next marathon will be. We've tossed around various different ideas. One would be, I'm going to call it a Fighting Game Fiesta. We're not going to call it the Fighting Feast. We already did a Fighting Feast last year. We'll call it the Fighting Game Fiesta if we do it. But if we do that, my wife is going to make food. Like, she's actually going to do what she did last time, and she's going to take some recipes out of the Street Fighter cookbook, and she's going to make some of them for the show, or for the marathon. So we won't be ordering food then. We'll actually be having homemade food. What? I don't know yet. We haven't even gotten to that point to discuss it, but that's what we will do. All right, but let's see if that's what we end up doing. I'm not sure. Also, thank you, Big Mac. Big Mac just re-upping their membership. I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel. Excuse me, a little gas there. Okay. Let's swing over to tips, shall we? We start off today with a $20 tip from BB Phil. Let's start off today strong. Let's unlock some of these goals. What was your favorite moment unlocking a character or item in a video game? For me, it's probably unlocking the red flying cap in Mario 64. An N64 set up at the local mall, and a random kid showed everyone how to get it. We all rushed back home as fast as we could and unlocked it ourselves. It was before you could just look everything up on the internet. So suddenly receiving any game knowledge about this was really special. For me, the first major unlocks in anything would have been fighting games. You know, back in the day, you had a standard roster of characters that were in the game. But then in games like Mortal Kombat, the Versus series of fighting games, hell, even like the Street Fighter Alpha series, I remember, you would have secret codes that you could put in on the character select screen to get new characters unlocked. And I really enjoyed that. Like, I remember Street Fighter Alpha 1, Bison, M. Bison was the boss, but wasn't playable. But if you put a code in, then he was playable, and he was, like, godlike in that game. So, that's, like, my first experience with serious unlocks of anything of that capacity. And much like you just said, it wasn't common knowledge. Like, you would go on the internet, and you get a code, and half the time the code didn't work because people got it wrong. So, you'd be mucking about trying to figure out how to get it to work. and then someone would randomly get it to work because they actually did it the right way and the code was wrong by like one input. Like, how the fuck did that happen, right? So, that was fun. That was always very fun for me, is getting the unlocks of secret characters in fighting games in the arcades. You know, having that social experience of doing it with other people. You're not just playing the game at home, but you're actually there with other people with those characters now available to play, which is really neat. I received a $2 tip. What is your opinion on Uden? I was going to pre-order it. It looks like it's a watered-down Suikoden 1 and 2, which I really enjoyed. I know nothing about it. From what you guys are telling me, I guess it's supposed to be the spiritual successor to the Suikoden series, but I haven't seen it. As you know, with all the RPGs that already came out this year, I'm just not into playing another JRPG at all, and it sucks because I really do feel like that would be something I'd be
apparently
interested in,
my sync is leaking
I need to
again,
focus on things that
and
are
I have to
more
fix it
right now.
My dogs are
Action-based,
going nuts at the
as opposed
mailman.
to slow turn-based
Gamey.
combat. You know, it's just not going to work. So, yeah, I mean, maybe in the future I'd be
Where'd
interested
he
in it.
go?
Right now, I just
You better
don't
go
think
find
that
him.
there would be enough or any interest in my audience of that. Okay? Okay, all right, hold on, because I got a bunch of tips here to shout out.
Yeah, that's not what I thought that was. I thought it was mission.
I just gotta get it to load.
No, you're not gonna come up right now, buddy. You could come up later.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, see you later.
It's low today. Okay. I received a $10 tip from 1 Minute Man.
Oh, hey, there he is. Looking
Oh
for
God,
him.
here we go.
You better nab those limited items before they fly off the shelf. Your patronage is always a pleasure. It's locked.
Well, basically, 1 Minute Man, he disagrees with my take on Fallout lore. That basically I'm saying that people take it way too seriously, and he thinks that my take is incorrect, and that I should respect those who like the lore so much. I'm not saying you can't like the lore so much. I'm just saying, understand that when you have a situation like this right now, there's a TV show that's made. It's the only piece of content in 6 to 7 years you've had out of this franchise. This free TV show will be what becomes mainstream popular, correct? We can all agree there, right? Like, that's it. We know there's no Fallout games coming. That all is a given. So either you like the show or you don't. But to sit there and micro-analyze every frame and say, well, this is acceptable and this is not, and this isn't fair, is this a mistake, or is this a lore error, or is this not explained yet? At some point, again, like I said, when you go to a convention, do you hound the actors at the convention about little mistakes? No. And people who used to do that used to be treated like, what is wrong with you? Right? It's just supposed to be for fun. It's not that serious. Today, it seems to be mainstream acceptable to be overly crazy, analytical, and serious about entertainment. Maybe at some point, if you become to that level, you should take a step back, take a deep breath, and realize that what you're doing is obsessive, right? You don't need to be that much into it. You know, I love Street Fighter. I'm not going to sit there and micro-analyze every piece of every game and every piece of lore.
Yeah, but the difference here is if they turned Blanca into a flying woman that shot lasers out of her eyes and had lightning talons but still kept the red hair and green skin, you'd be like, this isn't fucking Blanca. That's the difference, dude. That's what people complain about, is when they just so haphazardly change something so entirely and then just expect people to think that it's the same thing. The perfect example is Devil May Cry and DMC Devil May Cry by Ninja Theory. It's not the same thing, despite having the same exact name. Nobody bought it. Nobody liked it. So it failed, right?
And scream at them.
That's why lore is
about it.
important.
And some people do. Some people literally, do you remember the debates about poison back in the day? That is poison a man? Is poison a woman? Is poison in the middle of a transition? Is poison this or
Poison's
that?
canonically a male.
It doesn't matter. Why are we even arguing about it? It's entertainment. It's not meant to be taken that seriously. This is not a scientific data point that's going to determine how mathematics are.
Bro, you're being purposefully over-exaggerative to devalue what people are saying. Just because it doesn't advance the human experience doesn't mean people can't debate what it is. Debate the validity of what it is. That's like saying, oh, we don't know if string theory is true, so instead of debating its theoretical validity, let's just write it off completely because it's not a topic of debate. We have no way to prove it. And obviously that's hyperbole because it's obviously more important to advance the human experience, but some people in their downtime want to debate the validity of whether or not Superman could fight Goku. Right? They want to debate the validity of Sauron versus Gandalf. You know, they want to just have fun with the lore that they like. And they want the lore that they like to stay consistent between mediums. Why is that so bad? Because people actually know things about the things that they like, and you don't actually like anything, so you can just write everything off?
Calculated that's going to affect our world. It's just it's a story.
Bro, it doesn't matter if it's something that's going to affect our world. If that was the case, then everything you do needs to stop right this second because it's not in service of the greater experience. You're an absolute dipshit. So everybody streaming right now, shut your fucking streams down because what you're doing is not advancing the human experience.
Meant to be something to be consumed in free time for entertainment. But I think that's the problem, is in the modern world, a lot of things that used to be for your free time now just become for all of your time, right? How many people get so immersed into game universes, TV shows?
Millions of people do. It's why millions of people keep going back to Halo. It's why millions of people keep going back to Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Batman or Superman or Marvel or, you know, whatever. It's why people keep going back to League of Legends. It's why people keep going back to fucking what have you, whatever. It's why people play MMOs, to be immersed in a story in a world that is not our own. It's literally the foundation of most religions.
Show universes, movie cinematic universes.
Everybody.
This is like the end all be all of who they are now. Dude, it's supposed to be something that you spend your free time on and then you move back to your real life. Not that this is the consumption of your entire real life.
Bro, just because one aspect of somebody's online time is spent debating the validity of whether or not Superman could be a black guy doesn't mean that they don't have other important things that they do with their time. Just because it's one aspect of their time doesn't mean it's all of their time. Just because it's one small part of the person doesn't mean that it's the totality of the person, dude. You're being ridiculous.
If you have time to microanalyze every frame of the Fallout TV show, and you think that it's important, perhaps you should reevaluate your real life.
Bro, again, you're telling people that they need to reevaluate their real life while you sit here for 9 hours, 9 to 10 fucking hours every day and do nothing but beg people for money, bro. If everything is meant to be in the greater service of the world, then why is it that you're allowed to be out here streaming when you're not out here solving cancer, right? You're not out here advancing the length of the human life, right? You're not giving people a better life experience. You're not doing anything. So by your own logic, you need to stop what you're doing because it has no value, and you really need to go find something that has value to DarkSydeDrill. So, what? Everybody needs to debate the validity of a chicken sandwich?
There's other things going on. You can watch the show and enjoy it for what it is and not freak out at a lore error. But again, what happened is now we have all these online communities, and these online communities have almost like nurtured the growth of this mentality that this should now be how you are. You should be obsessive over. I mean, Fallout TV show is not the first time this has happened. Star Wars and Star Trek have been like this for the longest time. Okay, they really have. They were almost like the originators of this kind of behavior. Okay, and then you could argue, like, remember how people used to obsess over the.
I'm pretty sure lore masters, right, used to I don't know, obsess over ancient history, right? No, not ancient history. Something more like ancient religions, where they literally would go to war if somebody besmirched their religion. It's that type of mentality, bro. It honestly is.
Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, it's kind of the same thing, you see?
No,
so
I really don't.
I get it if you're a huge hardcore fan of Fallout, and now you watch the TV show and there's all these changes, you're like, well, I hate this. I got you. I kind of agree with you there. But there's really one person to be mad at, and his name is Todd Howard. Todd Howard fucked everything up. He didn't make any Fallout games that were worth playing. He screwed the lore up with
He didn't make any Fallout games worth playing. Didn't he, like, reside over the last 4 of them? Including 76? I honestly don't know. Or wasn't he there from the very beginning of the creation of Fallout?
76 to begin with, and now he's got this show going on, and he's saying it's canon. All Todd Howard had to do is say the show is its own entity, separate from the games. He didn't do that. He says it's canon. So it's on him, right? But instead, you know what I'm seeing? It's this audio idol worship of Todd Howard. Like, oh, well, he's infallible, so obviously there's
idol worship, bro. Your echo chamber is literally propped up off the backs of that, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
There's nothing wrong with the show. The show is fine. It's the person who's in charge of everything. The guy who's supposed to be steering that Fallout ship, who really is screwing everything up for everybody. You know, I totally get that people would be upset if something that's so beloved to you has its lore changed. Same thing happened again. Star Trek, Star Wars. This happens all the time. This is a common thing. And what the internet has done, they've created this culture of obsession around it, correct? Where now it's okay to obsess on it. It's okay to microanalyze every frame. There will be people who, no exaggeration, off of the Fallout TV show will have a year of content. You know what? I just fell down the rabbit hole of this with Dark Souls because I watched a couple lore videos about Elden Ring when I was going to get back into my second run here. I watched a couple lore videos about Elden Ring trying to understand things about Moog and things like that. And
no, you were looking up how to cheese him, dude.
My entire YouTube feed is now videos about Elden Ring, Dark Souls lore, secrets, and I'm looking, I'm like, dude, there's thousands of these videos, and all of them have no exaggeration, hundreds of thousands of views. And I'm looking at it like I like Dark Souls.
Because you're defeating your own argument.
But I sit there all fucking day
because people obviously genuinely love lore.
I don't think Miyazaki himself picked apart his games like these people do in these videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild how people get that crazy for something. I think at some point, and this is my take, and you can just back up and disagree with me, and that's fine. Everyone agree to disagree. That's the beautiful thing about the internet, is that everyone has a different opinion. In my opinion, I'm a variety guy, right? I like Fallout, but I also like Elden Ring, but I also like Street Fighter. So for me, I'm not going to get hyper immersed in one universe. Why? Because when something like the Fallout TV show comes along, changes the lore, that way I don't have to lose my mind. Because if I don't like it, I don't have to watch it, I can ignore it. And if it changes the lore of the games and the games later on are ruined, I'm playing a million other things anyway. I'm good. I don't need to be hyper immersed in one thing.
You're just exposing that you're not a fan of anything. That you don't care about anything other than you. You're a narcissist completely, bro.
So many people are getting so hyper focused on like one thing of these games, and that's just my thing, man. I'm the lore master of FromSoft. I'm the fucking Fallout fanatic. I'm the crazy Trekkie, right? Which it used to be. And I don't think it's very healthy. Maybe you disagree with me, and again, you have the right to. But to me, from my perspective, it's not healthy to be obsessed with pop culture stuff like this. You know what I'm saying?
Your brand is literally predicated on you being massively into video games. What the absolute fuck are you talking about?
So now, anyway, 1 Minute Man did another tip, and he's talking about different actors. I'm gonna read this. Hold on. This I can read word for word, because the other one he was like he went really long, and I don't want to read a giant paragraph. But this one,
nah, he criticized
about the actor
you.
choices on the show. There's another $10 tip. He says, Walter Goggins is a great choice for the part like this, as in M. Emerson.
You're looking for something dangerous?
Kevin McLaughlin seems to have lost his screen presence. You know what I think it is? Kevin McLaughlin, who normally completely dominates the screen in Twin Peaks, and this he wasn't meant to. Like, he was meant to just be a supporting character, and they didn't give him a lot to say. That's really what I kind of threw me for a loop. He's the overseer, right? And you would think that he'd be like a key part of the plot, and he seems like he's just swept to the background and supporting character. And that's weird for me, having seen Twin Peaks and knowing what a great lead actor he can be, to see him just be a supporting character in the background, even though he kind of is one of the evil kind of masterminds or whatever. It was weird. Ella Purnell as Lucy is too nice and too likable. Like a sweet puppy in the wilderness, the character should be more gritty. Well, I think that was the point. That was the point of her character until the end. Take a look at how she is at the end of the series. Okay? I think that was her character arc, and now in season 2 she's going to be totally different. He says she's totally tough and she can kick ass. Oh wait, I think I skipped a young Cote de Pablo. I don't know what that means. I don't know who that is. He says, I agree with you with the Michael Rappaport cameo. It's a very odd choice in a show like this because his public views, as you mentioned, he's wrong for the show. I understand that you're shocked. There's one specific reason. He's the most obvious flipping bird to the people who are deep in the lore of Fallout, and no one notices. That tells you all you need to know about the showrunners. I don't understand that. The reason people don't like Michael Rappaport is because he's been very vocal about politics. Okay? He is a New York City actor. He's got that New York City accent. He's been in a ton of TV shows and movies, but he's very, very vocal about politics, and people don't like that. They would prefer their actors kind of are quiet about politics, and especially because he's not in line with the left-wing politics that a lot of Hollywood is. That's why a lot of people don't like him. So to see him in a show like Fall, like, whoa, what a selection, because he's definitely not in line with Hollywood. Like, he's almost anti-establishment, anti-Hollywood as it is. And then to see him get cast in a ginormous Hollywood show like this is kind of a weird choice. Okay. And then we got one final tip. A $5 tip. In conclusion, the showrunners found the perfect balance for changing the canon and turning it into a soap opera set in the world of Fallout. Of course, it can still be entertaining, but now it's a new concept. In the vein of what they did with Star Wars, saying the Force is female.
So stupid.
Did they do that?
They did.
I missed that. Did they say that in the last?
No, you didn't. You didn't miss it. You saw it, and you commented on it. You're lying, dude.
Last Star Wars movie? I didn't see the last Star Wars movie, so I would have missed that if they did that. They're smart enough not to make the same mistake as... I don't know what that KK is. I don't know what KK stands for. And to
It's
say out loud what
Kathleen
they're
Kennedy.
planning, the show has several flashbacks.
He's so dumb.
And he's
He's
talking about
so
Rey with
dumb.
an evil father. Finn had an armored soldier. He's making all kinds of crazy attachment. Oh my god, I'm so confused. He's literally talking about Star Wars and Fallout in the same sentences. It's confusing me.
Because you're dumb. Because you're dumb. You don't know anything of the properties that you're talking about, yet you're trying to profess yourself to be a mega fan of it. You're just full of shit. You are absolutely full of shit. Everything you say is fucking... It's fake. Bro, it's fake. All of it's bullshit.
He says the scene with a pregnant woman taking a fork in her eye and then firing an SMG reminds him of Bill Duke in Predator 1987. What? Really? I think in truth,
He doesn't know
you
what
may
that
have
is.
something there. I think that a lot of modern media has a lot of references to old media. I do believe
Wow. Wow. What an astute observation. What a dumbass.
that. I think that a lot of modern media has scenes that are reminiscent of things you've seen in classic media. In a lot of cases, no one notices because the classic media is so old. Like, let's be honest, out of the vast majority of people who see the Fallout TV series, how many people saw Predator, right? You did and I did, but we're older, right? How many of the younger people who are going to see this show are going to...
Bro, the movie Prey was vastly popular, and it came out in what, 2018? 2020, something like that? 2022? What the fuck are you talking about? It's still a widely popular intellectual property. They just made a comic book of it,
right?
where he fought Wolverine.
Right? So, yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, I don't know. That was a deep dive into lore that confused me. Thank you for the tips, 1 Minute Man, as always. By the way, just for the record, you know, I don't want to be giving plot spoilers out about the Fallout show on my stream. That was the whole point of me doing the live review the other day. So I don't want to sit here and talk about plot spoilers. So let's try not to do that moving forward, okay? Because, you know, we just talked in generalities. People who haven't seen the show would not know what we're talking about, which is fine. But I want to make sure that we don't screw everything up for people who haven't seen the show yet. Okay. Bloomkit did a super chat and says the lore is a huge part of Fallout. They should make sure, or they should make more of an effort to make sure the TV show fit the established lore. I don't think they care. And again, if you want to know the truth, I don't think that's a showrunner issue. I think that's a Todd Howard issue. I think what happened is Todd Howard
brain is a you
wanted
issue.
to appease everyone at once, which you can never do. So he said dumb shit like, oh, this is in line with the games. And then when it wasn't in line with the games, he then had to fucking try to figure out ways to backtrack. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know for a fact the TV show is not in line with the games in many different ways. I called them out in my review from the other day. Go check that out.
I called him out.
Nobody
I'm okay
gives
with
a
the changes as long
shit
as
what you
accept this
say,
is the new
bro.
universe. But then Todd Howard says, no, this is canon. That doesn't even make sense. Right? It doesn't make sense at all. That's like saying, in a video game, someone has a big power fist, and it's always been told that it's magic. And then they make a TV show, and in the TV show they say, well, the reason this guy has a powered fist is because of technology. But they're canon. How could it be fucking canon? It's literally two different plots.
Bro, but you're what? My brain is short-circuiting because you're doing what you just criticized other people for doing, you dumb as ass moron.
Doesn't make any sense, but that's what Todd Howard did. Oh, it's canon. Okay, Todd. I think here's the truth. People just need to stop listening to Todd Howard. Can we stop?
I think people need to stop
He's a
listening
liar.
to you.
Everyone knows it. He's literally known. His meme is tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Every word out of the guy's mouth is a half-truth or a partial truth. He lied outright multiple times about Starfield to get people to buy it. They did, and the game was terrible. All the promises he made were lies. So why do we believe a word that Todd Howard says? Why do we even listen to him? You know what they should do? Tape his fucking mouth shut. We don't even need it. Like I said, literally, if he leaves the company, I think it'd be fine. He's hurting them more than helping them at this point. I don't see why he's with them. If we want to do a show,
Oh, I want to take a dab,
Fallout,
guys.
do a show that's Fallout. It doesn't have to be in line with the games. It could be its own universe, and that's fine.
Give me a minute.
And if people want to go for that ride, they can. And if they don't want to go for that ride, they can ignore it until the next Fallout game comes out in 27 years when Bethesda gets around to making another one, right? But instead, we've got, no, it's all canon, so that way people who like the games will still consume the show and buy merch and do that. That's all it is. It's greed. It's Todd Howard and his greed. So we have to stop following these people with these crazy amounts of, like, almost idol worship, right? Todd Howard, he's such a big... No, he's not. He's a nothing. Literally, if you went to a Fallout event for the show and Todd Howard was there, I'd be like, why are you here? Like, what are you doing? What are you adding? You didn't write the show, right? You don't do anything. Like, get out of here. Go fucking home. Leave us all alone. Let us watch the show and see if we like it. But no, instead, oh, Mr. Howard, we love you. Anyway, the Blimp did a super chat. He says, people take content and entertainment and try to turn it into a personality. I swear this became mainstream in the late 2000s with the Big Bang Theory. Oh, I remember in the mid 2010s, a lot of people were like, oh, I'm the MCU. I'm totally into the MCU. This is who I am. Like, I watch all the MCU movies and I know all the lore and I love that. right? And now that's kind of tapered off. Let's be honest, the MCU isn't nearly as popular as it was, and not a lot of people really talk about it that much anymore. Once Infinity War ended, that was, you know, the end of kind of that wave. Every once in a while, you'll have a Spider-Man No Way Home, or you know, Spider-Verse movie, but outside of that, MCU has definitely dropped off. I mean, take a look at fucking Madam Web and shit, right? So it was just funny because it was like, oh my god, my entire existence is I must watch every MCU piece of content, every show, every movie. I must be immersed.
Madam
in it, right?
Web was
this
not
happens
the
all the time
MCU.
with pop culture.
Madam Web was Sony, you
Again,
dumbass.
if you've been there, done that, and seen these cycles. I saw it happen with Star Wars. I saw it happen with Star Trek. I saw it happen with entire other things previous. I saw The Walking Dead. Then I saw the MCU. Now we're getting into video game franchises with Fallout and things like this, because now these are becoming mainstream popular with these TV shows. It's the same cycle. It almost always happens. But somehow it's like it's the first time this has ever happened. I don't know. Is it? See, Dan the man knows better than me. He says now it actually happens with anime too. I'll believe you on that one, please. That's a whole other Pandora's box I don't need to be opening. I know enough about everything else going on. I don't need to step into the Pandora's box of anime lore and things going crazy with that. You know, please let me step back from that ledge before I jump off of it. Okay? Cool. All right. Well, normally I would say, this is the point of the show where we do Q&A, but we've actually gone late, which is not surprising. Usually on my return back from my day off, we have a lot to talk about, and today we did, right? This whole Fallout deal. So here's the little snippets, all right, of things to take, the takeaways from today's show. Number one, I played Fallout 76. Well, I didn't play it. My wife did, and I thought it was terrible. I'm not playing that again. It looks really bad. Number two, I have a live review of the Fallout TV series on my React channel. I hope more of you will check it out. Right now, it's just kind of meh when it comes to anyone watching it. I would hope that it will get more views over time as more people watch the show, but I guess we'll see what happens. If you like the live review format, I may do it for more other shows like The Boys, but also I may do it for other content like video game reviews and things like that. So I need feedback on that. Number three, it looks like next week, with the potential of the Fallout 4 update coming out, that people may want to see me try it as a playthrough for May when there's nothing else going on. I'm okay with that as long as you guys are. Let me know. It's the only Fallout game I haven't played more than once, so it would make sense with this update that this is the one that I play a second time. But I would like your feedback on that. Do you want to see that or not? So those are the takeaways for today's podcast. Please leave feedback, leave a comment on this video, or come share your opinions on my future streams coming up here. I'd love to hear from you. All right, but in the meantime, that's gonna be it. What happened? Eternal Napalm says he tried to send a super chat, but YouTube dropped it. What does that mean? YouTube dropped your super chat? How could they drop a super chat? Super chats worked as little as 10 minutes ago. So unless YouTube screwed up, which I hope they didn't. Hope YouTube is working. We had technical issues the other day with YouTube that sucked. My Street Fighter stream got kind of screwed up because of technical issues. The reason I'm not talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is because Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 sucked. I watched my wife play it and we both hated it, and I have no interest in playing a sequel. It looks awful. I'm gonna be honest, the first game was awful, super boring, and I have no desire to play its sequel. Alright? I don't even understand why there was like a following for the game. It just didn't seem fun at all. Anyway. Alright, Dan the man just did a super chat and says test, and it worked. So I don't know what happened there. The super chat didn't work for Eternal. It worked for Dan. So thank you, Dan, the super chat. Yeah. Cool spot, you came in late. We can't do mods on Fallout 4 because the new update is going to make all mods obsolete, and all mods will have to be ported to work with the new version of Fallout 4. Therefore, I can't use mods at launch regardless. So the answer is no. I won't be able to use mods. That's actually why they were doing a whole fan-made expansion for Fallout 4 called Fallout London that was supposed to be a whole new story, like a DLC expansion made by fans, and now the entire project got put on hiatus because they need this update patch to come out this week so they can adjust their entire project to work with the update patch. So, yeah.
Think we can hide here?
Okay, time to wrap it up, everybody. I certainly hope that you enjoyed the show. Thank you for chilling here with me on the Level 1 podcast this morning. And I'm grateful for your attention, for your support, and for hanging out with me. Fallout Mania continues, and it looks like we actually may be having a little bit of our own Fallout Mania next week when the Fallout 4 update comes out. We'll give it a shot, right? But in the meantime, I thank you all, and let's have a good one. Tomorrow, I'll let you know how today went. Today's multiplayer mania, essentially, with Helldivers 2 and Street Fighter 6, and I look forward to hanging out with you all again Saturday morning. But in the meantime, peace out, be safe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay. Cool. Let's get set up here. I actually don't even have my PS5 on. Reason being, it is very hot today outside. It's supposed to hit around 70 degrees in Washington, which is, again, unseasonably warm for here. We usually don't have temperatures that high this early.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
And I was actually
couldn't
nervous.
hurt you. I'm the best
if
guy.
I left my PS5
How you feeling?
on, it would warm the office up during the podcast, which I didn't want to happen. So I left it off the whole time, and I'm turning it on just now. Hopefully there's, no issues here. Alright, so here we go. Camera's good? Looks good, right? No, it's a little off. How does this always happen? How is it always off by the slightest amount? Look, it's just slightly too big. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's just make sure there's no updates for Helldivers or anything. Yeah, cool. What about Street Fighter, bud? Nope. Okay, good. All right. So, I told you Beyond Two Souls was on here. We're good to go. We were ready for last week. So, all right. So anyway, thank you guys. Great podcast.
We
today.
were ready
Let's
to
take
go.
A brief break.
We
Just
were
for me to go
ready
use
for
the
last
restroom,
week.
and then we're gonna jump into Helldivers 2. Okay. Thank you guys, and I will see you all in just a little bit after I use the restroom, and then I return.
What a bitch.
And I'll see you then. All right, guys. See you in a few.
He's just gonna sit there in silence, isn't he? Shit, sorry. I apologize, guys. I didn't mean to cough into the mic. I'm gonna have to talk to Sly and see how he sets his stuff up, because I like how he hotkeys his things. Oh, they're back there. Over here, though. Dude, we're just gonna get high today and play some Granblue Fantasy. So if you have your smoke, go ahead and spark it up. We'll be here probably at least until 2. Or I mean 3. Then I'm gonna go about my business. And I'll probably be back later tonight. Well.
Ready for some action? Let's kick some tail!
Where are they? Oh, no, that's the armorer. Where's the side quest counter?
If you're hunting for quality
There.
artists, then you come to me, right?
Don't worry, there are no wrong choices here. Tulips, daisies, orchids. Spruce up your home with some new color.
I got something to drink.
Can't decide.
These dabs are kicking my fucking ass today, bro.
There are no wrong choices
Lord.
here.
All right.
Daisies, orchids.
His ass is still on break, bro.
With some new color.
The fuck? Wait. I think we might have some skip juice.
I've got a few more options behind
We
the counter.
do.
There's no chance to do anything here. There's too many enemies. It's insanity. There's no way we're gonna win this at all. There's way too many enemies.
There's no way we're gonna win this at all, guys. Oh no.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been
Tulips.
I can't even move. Look.
They
What
can't
is
even
this
move.
mission?
Look, what is
How on
this
earth
mission?
Are we supposed to win this mission? It's not possible. There's 17,000 enemies and we can't even land outside of the range of their attack. Why did they spawn that many enemies on a team of only 2 people? Fucking stupidity. Look, and they're dropping more. We haven't killed the first group.
That's the. It's a horde mode, dude. The fucking robots in that game are not to be fucked with, bro. You come correct or you don't show up there at all. I like Helldivers, but I've been playing my PC more than my PlayStation
what
5.
the fuck?
So, I mean, I gotta clean out my PS5 today anyway. So
What the fuck?
there's that. I'll probably do that after the stream, to be honest.
They fucked it up. There's no reason there should be this many enemies. With only 2 people, there's no way we could possibly win this. This is nuts.
Calling in reinforcements. Joining the fray.
God damn it. Look at this.
Do I
What
have it
the
on
fuck,
the-
dude? Oh, this is insanity. What's the point? I can't even shoot that guy.
Bro, his internet's fucked. Oh, he's having the same issues I'm having. Oh, damn, boy. I don't know why I did that. The automatons are attacking the stream.
What is the point of playing?
Allied destroyer joining squadron.
Being good, it's a get good, bro.
There was no point to this at all. It was a waste of a match completely.
Point me to the enemy. Requesting air support. Hurry up forever. Reinforcing.
I killed 12 of them with that bomb.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Wow.
Drop ship.
If it ain't 6, dude, they only have up to 5 stars. It's some bullshit.
Do you think there's enough
Don't you
enemies
know?
right now?
If it ain't 6 stars, I can't have it, bro.
New mag.
Wow. There is no way to do this. We'll never kill these enemies, and we will never do the objective. This is a completely pointless run. I don't know why it exists. Why would the run even be like this?
Alright, let's continue on with the main mission, bro.
Oh my, look how many enemies are there. This is a little tiny outpost. It's completely full of enemies. Keep in mind, I put it on what, extreme? This is supposed to be easier than last time. This is like twice as hard as the last time I played. Maybe the host had it on a harder difficulty, but I said I wanted to join an extreme match. So I don't understand why I'm in a match this difficult. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Forget this, dude. Fuck this. There's no point. Why am I even playing this game? You know what? Fuck this. What a waste of my time. There was no point in
Rage quit.
we
Boys, we got our first rage quit of the day.
Load like it was 2 difficulties harder, and we had a party of 4. There's no point in playing that. That was a complete waste of time. I wonder what difficulty that really was, because that was just insane, stupid. It was so dumb. All right. Anyway, I received a $2 tip. From Dan the Man. Thank you, Dan, for the tip. Yeah, and guys, I'm sorry that internet connection issue was on YouTube side because my stream continued, or my game continued. The game never malfunctioned or stopped. Only the YouTube stream did, which means YouTube's connection disconnected and reconnected. That's YouTube's fault.
Yep.
So I'm sorry.
It's happening to me too, bro. He's not wrong there.
Okay, let's try this again. There's the bomb. There's the orbital laser. Auto cannon. The shield generator sucked ass.
Announcement system test. Freedom. Democracy. Liberty.
It did. It didn't do anything. The enemies just walked right through it anyway.
Shit.
What's the point of that?
Bonus ringing.
Launch initiated.
Again, there's no way it could have been my connection because my game didn't lag. Only the stream did. No way it could be at my end then. All my internet had gone out. That would have been one thing, but it didn't. So, it was YouTube. All right, let's try again. Hopefully this match is more successful. That last one was shitty. Shitty. Do I prefer burgers or pizza? It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Likely today I would want pizza over.
Oh man, today I want Chinese food, but I want like American Chinese food with like the orange chicken and the chicken fried rice, and I want it from the local Asian restaurant. There's this really good Korean barbecue restaurant here, bro. Oh my fucking god. Let me tell you, they make some of the best rice I've ever had. It's chicken rice, right? But they use a mixture of white rice and brown rice. It is the best fucking rice I've ever fucking had, bro. Oh man, I'm getting hungry thinking about it. It's so good. The chicken pieces are like this, bro. Oh my. Let me tell you, bro. I'm never gonna be a thin man. Let me just say that.
Let them come. Let them brawl. Let them face the insurmountable might of the Helldivers.
Can't see him for the smoke.
Bro, he went back to fighting the... Did he go back to fighting the bugs? No, he's still fighting the automatons.
One's coming already.
Of course, he'd pick the woman's voice.
Nice. A tank, holy shit. Tank's gone.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Reload. We good? Damn, that was a lot. Okay, I think we cleared him. Alright. Stuck. Who's firing? What the fuck? That exploded in my face. I couldn't see.
Bro, what? Oh, I missed the
Anything
turn.
else?
I'm stupid. I'm walking
Yeah.
right into the wall, too.
Does this work against the tank? I don't know if it
Does this work against tanks? I don't know.
Oh shit, it's the weakness behind it. Oh no, I can't fire. I overheated. Shit.
Oh no! Gun physics! Ah!
Come on. That's annoying. Turns around, has a weakness, I'll fire again.
I know who I'm getting. I just got a
Oh,
crew
this thing
card.
sucks.
And I unlocked Siegfried.
Seriously, this thing doesn't do
So
anything.
I'm gonna
It only
get
kills blue guys.
the giant scythe, dude.
Look, I'm
They
killing
put
him with lasers.
everybody in this
Yeah,
game,
fine.
bro. She's cool too. But I'm gonna get Lancelot.
Well, I did pretty good.
I want to practice with Lancelot.
I did a lot of damage there, but
That's sweet.
I got murdered.
Last night, we unlocked Siegfried. Now we unlocked Lancelot.
That sucks.
So we pretty much unlocked all the characters I wanted already.
Where does that artillery come from? Is there a way to see where it's coming from? Because I can't tell. And again, how does the stream look, guys? My stupid preview again looks choppy, but I'm hoping that's not the case for you. Hopefully it looks smooth.
Oh, he's definitely their best,
Good?
most fastest
Alright,
character.
good. Thank you. Maybe I should just restart the computer later between streams. A shield generator pack? Sure, why not?
How about a nice
Oh, they're all my grenades. Died. Where is that coming from? Where is the enemy artillery coming from? Cool, I took it out. Stream is back. Oh, that didn't even show on my end. People are saying the stream lagged. It came back. It didn't even happen on my end.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna use
Can't
Lancelot. Shit. But I can't have 5 characters on my team. So I'm gonna have to take off either Siegfried or Percival. And I'm not taking off Percival.
Yeah, guys, I'm not sure.
Because he's my favorite character in the entire game.
My internet's fine. My internet is completely fine. It seems like the YouTube connection today's having issues.
Bye, Catalina. No. I can't remove him, can I? Oh. Oh. Let's go and upgrade Lancelot real quick. I know we could.
Looking at my auto cannon back yet. What are my favorite pizza toppings? Depends on what I'm in the mood for. Like my favorite meat is probably just pepperoni. I like peppers a lot.
Oh, bro. I love pepperoni, olive, sausage, onions. Did I say peppers? Bro, I love peppers. Bro, I'm fat.
Some are really good with mushrooms. Depends on the kind of mushrooms too. You're going this way? Alright. Oh shit. I move grenades.
Okay.
See if I can flank.
We gotta upgrade him, so we're gonna have to do some quests.
I don't know which way we're headed.
I don't know which way we're headed, guys. Oh no.
Sub-objective near your location.
I guess the robots really are harder than the bugs because, man, it's only extreme, but it's tough, right? A tank. I'm gonna miss, aren't I? Fuck, I'm way too short.
I bet Cat has to deal with that all the time. Just like, oh shit.
I'm way too short. That sucks. I only get the one and I fucked it up. Can't turn it that way.
Calling in reinforcements.
Nico, what are you talking about? You're only playing with another dude? I'm with a full team. What are you talking about?
At 30 minutes remaining.
Wait, on it? Where did we miss it? No, it's this way. My Eagle 1 will rearm over time? Okay, yeah, I fucked that up. I missed completely. Yeah, it says this way, but they're going the other way. They are AI? How can you tell the difference? How can you tell who the AI guys are?
They probably put him in a queue with all the bad players because he spends all his time running from matches.
Orbital inbound.
That orbital. See anything? No. My orbital missed. I flew over them. I killed 3 guys.
Bro, you ain't gonna get me, homie. Fucking Lancelot is awesome. Overdrive.
Oh shit. A lot. Fuck's the way in? Can't find the way in. Shit. Let's turn around. Doesn't turn all the way. Fuck. Oh my god, there's so many big guys. I have nothing to fight them with.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Calling down a support weapon. Requesting advanced weaponry.
That'll do it. Nice. Brought those big boys the fuck down, baby. Good shit. Whoa. Oh, we did it. Good thing I got my auto cannon to take down the big boys. Ooh, close one. Ammo or anything? No. I don't see anything, right? Yeah, I don't know. Some people are saying stream's choppy. Others are saying the stream's perfectly fine. My preview looks choppy. But then some people are saying that the connection's conking out. And that's not me. My internet showing is green. So, I don't know. Like I said, the only thing I can try to do is after this match or whatever, if you want me to try to restart my PC or something, I don't know if that'll work. Box is working fine now. It was lagging when he first joined. Right, and it was having an issue with YouTube for some reason, and I don't know what it was because it wasn't
yes,
on my
dude.
my internet.
I want to see what Lancelot says. Oh, he has a Sub-Zero slide, bro. That's quick.
It was good, but now it's
That's fancy, bro.
Right? Like,
oh, Percival with the flames of justice, homie.
Things. Unless it really is a YouTube server side issue, which it might be. Because it could be that certain people watching are having the issue because of the servers and others are not. And I can't do anything about that. Excuse me, gross.
Letter sword. He didn't get any of us, bro.
Oh god, there's a tank. Oh, that's not good.
Gotcha.
Sending in an eagle.
Come on, hit it.
Nice.
That will do it. Very nice. That was perfect. That was excellent. Oh.
Yes, Percival upgraded. He leveled up. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. That's funny.
A perfect 500 kilogram equal strike. Very good.
Badass.
Cool.
I really like Lancelot. MVP. It's his AoE attacks, bro. It really is.
Establish a communication uplink. This way. Alright. People are saying it's not terrible, but it's not smooth. Well, after this match, if you want, I can try to restart. You know, I haven't hard restarted in a bit. Perhaps hard restarting will fix my issues. I don't know. I don't know what's causing them.
Because I'm having those same issues, dude. It's a YouTube side thing, I think.
My ship upgrade should focus on unlocking 2 500 kilogram bombs per cooldown.
Oh, it's over here.
Shit, there's something big. It's saying there's something big, but I don't see anything big.
Tagging location east.
got it? They got it. Move the fuck up.
Alright. Let's take a puff puff.
Damn, that was sick. I like the lighting on that. Make a snowball. What's going on? I can't play. What just happened? I can't move. I'm serious. I can't do anything. What is going on? What happened? The game's glitched. I can't move. Look. What is this? What is going on? I can't move or do anything. I'm under the map? Oh, great. I'm under the fucking map. Well, this is just delightful. Sorry guys, I'd love to help you, but I'm glitched and I don't know where I am. I apparently have... That's what I get for trying to make a snowball. Do something fun. Can I suicide? Is there any way to, like, kill yourself to fix this problem? No? So now I'm just stuck here. You're fucking kidding me. Try grenading myself? Here we go. It worked. Nice. I was able to kill myself.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Wow.
Point me to the enemy.
I mean, it sucked to have to do that, but I guess it was necessary.
Lancelot's cool, but Percival's my dude, bro.
Throwing grenade.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
20 minutes remaining.
Nice. I'm gonna give that to
Got my
Lancelot.
grenades back. Cool.
Oh wait, I should be able to buy that now.
Where we're headed.
I should be able to upgrade Percival's weapon.
Main objective nearby.
Oh, he fell.
Fire in the hole.
Oh wait, I remember
Hurt
this.
the
I'm
damn thing.
stupid.
Don't know. Here we go.
Calling down a support weapon.
How are they taking out those airships?
Oh.
Is that a tank? No. Like killing those walkers in Star Wars, right? Kind of fun. Gun is good, man. love that penetration. I wonder how they're taking out the ships. That's what I don't understand. How they're taking the ships out so easily. They're shooting them right out of the sky.
Got a sample.
Shut up. Oh shit.
No mag.
Are these citizens? Check the citizens. More to do after this, right? They have the Quasar cannon? Okay. They're using the Quasar cannon to take out the dropships. That's neat. And man, that thing packs a punch. I don't have anything I think that would hit them. Like, I don't have a rocket launcher or anything. I don't think my autocannon would take out a ship. They come.
Divers! I don't believe it!
Divers are here to help. Oh, some ammo. Wait. I wish that this was grenades. They come. Supposed to do 20, so far I did 13. Is anything even coming to stop us? I don't really see anything, right? Kind of chilling around the survivors, trying to save them, but I don't see anyone coming. 18. 19.
Marking location.
There's 19. Where's the 20? There's a straggler.
All right.
We have one straggler? What happened?
What happened? We had one straggler.
Who's the one person remaining we need to save? That must be them. That one dude.
All right.
Oh,
Looks
shit.
like they're ready for us down here.
Supplies. Freedom. Triumph over tyranny 1. The extraction shuttle awaits your request.
Mag's empty.
Oh no. See? Wait, oh, that's what it is. Quasar cannon, huh? That's sick.
All right. Let's go and watch
shit.
something
Lit
else.
right on the dude.
I'm gonna save it.
Ow. Okay, I can't even tell what's going on. Woo. Alright, we're good. We gotta get to the extraction
save
over
it.
here.
All right.
Reloading.
Some more. The auto cannon is so good against the walkers. Such a good gun for that.
Okay, I am absolutely tired of watching him. Junkers, what are you doing? look up King. Oh, here we go.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been over 24 hours since I uploaded a video. Incredible. That might be the first time in the past month, because it's been over 4 weeks now that I've been on this grind, making the most of everything. Really appreciate all the people who've been coming back day and day again to check out what I've been doing. Got to rest up yesterday evening. It was nice. I saw a comment. Someone was like, "Oh, you're tired? Try serving in combat." All right, fair enough. Every time I'm on here, I'm fighting for my life. What do you mean? Anyway, if you're looking for a King Cobra JFS update, like recent goings on, he uploaded one video to Facebook in the past couple of days. A little, very short drink combo. You can check it out there. Bite Size 2 has it re-uploaded. Boglin Chronicles cut it down a little bit. Gave a little extra context. Check it out. You know, Josh knew you were all thirsty for content. You know, there was a bit of a Cobra content dry spell for a while, but he's quenching your thirst with a drink combo. There's no urgent reason for me to be checking that out on here, so I'll let that slide. And instead, we're going to get back to things that definitely helped get him kicked out of his first apartment. In a recent video, I went over the day that he found out he was getting evicted from his first apartment years ago. And if you've heard anyone ever mention, like, yeah, he almost burned that place down, you might just be thinking of, like, all the smoking that he wasn't supposed to be doing in there. Maybe that blowtorch thing that he was using to light his hookah coals, just, like, holding it up over the carpet and stuff. But no, it gets worse. And today I want to go back and check out the time he almost burned down the building with a grease fire. It's truly terrifying stuff. If you got some kind of any trauma related to a fire, it's very scary. Just a heads up. I believe I've checked this out before. Maybe it was on like a stream, maybe on like a Twitch stream years ago or something. But I'm gonna be skimming through the full thing here. It's pretty long, so I'll be skipping around. This is on King Cobra JFS Archive. It's the people in the background holding all this lore together that make all these possible. Whole thing is in portrait mode, by the way. You get to see more of me.
Oh,
all right,
Lord.
Making homemade French fries. I'm assuming that's June 5th. You can't see it. I know the date was written in different orders depending on where you are. This guy doesn't know how to read the date. Yep, you got me. Yep. Got a Ouija board. Is that the one that went to the graveyard, I wonder?
YouTube. Yes, that is my Ouija board.
Excellent.
And this right here is one of my wands.
This looks like an evidence table.
This right here is my good book, Drinking Horn. All right.
Drinking Horn.
Some more people have been saying they want more videos on my phone.
Nice drop ceiling in this place.
I might be able to oblige. Alright, y'all, so what I'm going to do is I want to show you how to make French fries. First of all, you need...
I wonder if he was working in the restaurant at this point.
Full of...
My timeline's all...
Fry oil. You know, it's the same fry
Bro,
oil.
what's wrong with
his fry
eye?
oil is just...
He's trying to run away
First of
from
all,
his
See that
eye.
again. You cannot
Oh, God, it's black.
see into it at all. It's quite opaque.
Pot that I use to deep
It's
fry
like a
my
black
chicken.
hole.
Yeah.
Because the spoon just disappears right in there.
Second thing you're gonna need is some taters.
Some taters.
Yeah, some potatoes.
I'd get one of those spike collars. Can I just guys fashion two of
Really
these
all you're
together
gonna have to
fit?
do is go over to the stove right here, and we're going to
This is
turn
electric.
stove on to high. Alright, so while that heats up,
If I recall, it definitely seems like the oil gets way, way, way too
we're
hot.
gonna take our kitchen knife,
And it's also just so dirty.
and we're gonna take our
damn.
potatoes, and we're gonna
Is he cutting it on the Ouija
We're gonna
board?
make some-
Is it a Ouija cutting board?
French fries.
Do they make that? It's not a bad idea.
So if you don't want to go to a fast food restaurant for French fries, you know,
I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get the like bag of frozen 5-minute fries, throw them in like an air fryer. I don't have an air fryer anymore. Oven.
you make your own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab up a couple of potatoes here. Alright, so
Yes, the potatoes.
In here. Okay.
Yes, the Ouija board. Very
That's my
nice.
Ouija board.
Yep.
Oh man, I wish I would
Also
have
has some
asked
tarot
Only
cards.
Iced Pepsi if he had any fucking shit on RTU, bro. I should have asked, man. But I mean, I'm gonna use some of OIP's stuff in my video anyway. It's gonna be pretty funny. It's about 20 minutes, bro. I've just
Oh,
shit.
wow, I'd love to get a reading.
Great.
All right, y'all. So
You think
I'm
you
gonna
still
show
got 'em?
y'all- it really doesn't matter how you cut up your potato.
I mean, in like a basic sense, I suppose.
But if you want
Consistent
French fry
size.
shaped potatoes, you know, fucking cut them up like that.
Pro tip right there.
If
If
you
you want
want
French
something,
fries,
cut 'em
you
that
gotta
way.
cut it into French fry shapes. Let's see what he's doing here with the potato.
And, see, like right there, there's like some kind of cut. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, we're doing some air cutting. It's just
I'm not too picky with my potatoes, but at the same time, you know, you see any
we're gonna be here all day at this rate.
like bruising.
Jeez.
You know,
Okay, great. No intention of actually showing the cutting happening on the table.
I take all my French fry shapes and just throw them in the glass bowl that I have here.
He sure does love a glass
No, you're
bowl.
not coming up right now, Bubby.
That Wendy's training coming in
No.
nice. I'm assuming like 90% of this video is him trying to get these potatoes cut.
Because half the men out there,
Oh boy.
I say a little over half the men out,
Gender relations time.
half of the men, a little over half of the men out there.
Listen up, man.
At this time,
little over
he-
half of the
instead
men.
of like stuff.
Dude, we should totally do like one of those Sarah McLachlan fucking commercials and be like, did you know over half the men in the United States go without properly cut French fries?
Stumbling over sentences, he chose to just restart until he got it right.
They can't.
Which would be perfect for an edited video. Do a couple takes.
Can't fully sexually satisfy their woman. They don't know how.
They don't know how. Half of them don't know how. Dry spell coming in
That's
nice.
cool, you know. Y'all want to be stuck up, snobby little cunts. That's not my problem. Nope, it's not my problem at all.
Sure ain't. You tell him. Oh, those fingernails. Ooh.
No, but to be fair, YouTube.
These women,
not
though.
every woman, not every woman in Casper is stuck up. There are a couple of nice girls out there. You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
just, you know, women in general just need to stop dating assholes. You know.
A really bad start if we're saying what women need to do or not do. But sure, in general, you know, you usually wouldn't want people to date an asshole.
For whatever fucking reason, women seem to like assholes.
You know who's definitely dating an asshole though?
9 times out of 10, I bet you that's not true. I bet you it's a thing where they think, oh, I can change him. I bet you, YouTube, it'd be a thing where they say, oh, I can change him, and that's
You come up with this concept yourself?
gotta be the only fucking reason why any woman would want to date an asshole.
You should publish these
They
findings.
think they can change him. And when it don't work, guess what happens? She's on social media
And he's making French fries.
bitching and complaining about how all men are the same.
So
I've
true.
made this
So true,
argument on my
brother.
channel multiple times. But logically, I ask myself,
I guess no one wants to date a nice guy anymore, right? Is that the next point?
well, I want to date somebody who treats me like shit.
Man, I was not expecting this to be so relevant.
When I want to date somebody who tries to change me.
Oh my god, this is too good.
And the answer is no.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I just realized you can't read the captions this way. I mean, I know you could just turn captions on if you want to. It's not like I usually talk at the same time pretty bad. But if I'm gonna have them on the screen, I might as well have it not be cut
Alright,
off.
this is boring as shit. Alright, guys. I will be back later today. Probably tonight. We'll go over some more fun stuff, and I'll try and set up a docket for us to go over of some of the more funner things that have happened. Or at least some more things that I'm interested in. I know today was just kind of like a nebulous thing, but I enjoyed myself. If you enjoyed what you saw today, drop a like. If you didn't, dislike it. And if you feel so inclined, please drop a subscribe. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you next time.